Hey guys, Adrian Stewart of Legend Landscape here. I just wanted to get on here just to get some opinions and some feedback from a lot of you fellow lawn care landscape companies, owners, just to let me know what your policies are or your feelings on this whole subject. Pretty much I just wanted to bring up employees that smoke cigarettes. And I'll tell you like how I feel and how I go about it. And it's just been a bit on my mind, so that's why I'm getting on here presenting this. Let's just say, for starters, I am a former cigarette smoker. And I mean by former, meaning I quit June 20th, 2006. And it's been 12 years, and I can tell you exactly where I was. I was actually living in Charlotte, North Carolina at the time, and I was smoking up to a pack a day. And it got to a point where someone pretty much, while driving, and I got to the point I wasn't even thinking, because the person I was with had kids, and I'm up here smoking in the car. And you know, they couldn't stand it. And she was like, "You're never gonna quit." I'm like, "What? Oh, really?" Threw the cigarette out, threw my pack of Newports out the window, right on 85. We were heading from Charlotte back up to, you know, the Maryland, DC area, but I was like, hold up. I mean, I've stopped before, both times cold turkey, which people that smoke used to always tell me that, how the hell do you do cold turkey? But my thing is, once I do something, I quit, like, you know, mind over matter. I don't care what it is. Now, don't get me wrong, like, anytime I've done that, like when I paused before I actually quit, which I probably paused for 6 months, 2 times, I went through that withdrawal. I went through that, oh my God, like, what am I gonna do? You know, like, I need a cigarette, you know, for like maybe 2 days. But once you get over that hump, like, I was good. So basically, I'm just saying, like, I understand the whole thing with cigarettes and like people, I know about that first cigarette in the morning. I know about that cigarette after eating, dinner, lunch, or whatever. I know about that cigarette after you just finished having some sex. I know about that cigarette after some extracurricular activities, and I'll let y'all minds wander on that. I just knew about that cigarette just for the hell of it. When you got around other people that smoke cigarettes, you know, it was so easy. Like, you know, oh yeah, let's go over and talk. Just to spark up a cigarette. I say all this just to say, ever since that I stopped smoking cigarettes in 2006, I can't stand the smell of it. I don't like it around me. Even though I used to smoke, I don't hate on anybody that does. I would say, you know, it's probably better that you stop, but I'm not gonna look down on you because I used to smoke. But my thing is about smoking in the workplace. And I know when you get the office buildings and what have you, you got your designated areas, or guess wherever you smoke outside, what have you. But in the landscape field, you know, I have a thing with it. I've had plenty of guys that work with me and smoke, but they knew when to do it. They didn't do it on any of the properties, you know, like while we were working, not while they were working on equipment or anything like that. They kind of got the work done. If it was somewhere we're about to get ready to leave, they smoked by the truck, dispose of it under the truck, and then we're going about our business. It was never something out of hand. I've seen a couple that just got to get that, you know, like knowing we're about to start doing some work, and they got to get that drag on, you know, like every time. That drives me up the wall. And other places I used to manage, when I did manage at companies before I owned my own business, I didn't allow smoking in the trucks at all. You know, and even at the shops, I had designated areas where they had to smoke, because it got to the point, some places where there used to be a lot of people that smoked, and it would just be like a smoke fest. And like, oh, wait a minute, y'all got to think about the people that don't smoke. And so I've seen it done a number of ways. I'm just wondering, like, how do you guys go about it? Do you care? Or you don't care? Do you have some policies in place? Like if someone's smoking, you don't like it, like do you give them like 3 strikes and you're out? Do you just like not deal with anybody that smokes? Which I don't know if you can even do that, but I don't know. I'm just curious to know how you other companies feel about the whole smoking and employees. And I just always have seen it like be like it's disrupting things. You know, it's like you got employees who don't smoke, and then you got the ones that do. It always feels like the guys that smoke somehow take a lot more breaks than the guys that don't, and then the guys that don't think it's fair because these guys are smoking every little, you know, like, well, shoot, I should take a break too. I mean, how? You know, I could go all day about it, but anyway, I just want to know what your thoughts are on that. I really don't like it, but because I used to smoke a long time ago, I try to look out for them. Say, hey man, you want to go ahead and get a smoke break? Go ahead and do it now. You know, before we're about to, you know, I have, you know, a little feel for them. Same time, I'd rather not disrupt what I have to do. So let me know how you guys feel about that and what you do about it. All right, guys. Legend Landscape signing out. You know.